Um, Hello there, YouTubers and true believers out there. This is your friendly neighborhood Bobby coming to you with an update. This is regarding towards the holiday of Memorial Day. Um, please thank a veteran. Um, I know it's not Veterans Day. Some people confuse that, and sometimes it's on social media like, "What are people thinking veterans? It's not Veterans Day." But yeah, they may have stood next to somebody that did fall during war, and that's a traumatic experience. And we should respect those that have seen fallen brothers and sisters during battle. Um, this is a day to remember that our nation was not built on thinkers, politicians, kings, philosophers, or religious leaders. Our nation, our nations in general, freedoms that we have are built on the blood fallen on the battleground by our soldiers. And the cornerstone of every nation, of every government, is a block of our fallen soldiers. That is the cornerstone of every nation, fallen soldiers. And those are the things we got to remember about having a country, about having or living in a first world nation. We should be more thankful into knowing that we have these freedoms because of fallen soldiers, because people were willing to die for our freedoms. People were willing to die for our nation. People were willing to die to create a new world. And that's something we got to remember. You know, I see a lot of spoiled people talking about how terrible the United States is. You know, yeah, United States, we got some problems. But, you know, we got flowing water. We got we got plenty of food at Giant, and we got plenty of clothes at the Gap. So I don't see your problem. You know, we live in a great nation, and we can make it better. But we can't forget the base of it on what it's standing on. Don't ever forget that. I come from a long line of fallen soldiers in my family, all the way back to the Revolutionary War. And I'm very proud of that. I'm very proud that the very bloodline, the very blood that runs through my veins is the blood of soldiers. And it's to remind you to always keep pushing forward and to never stop. And that's what we got to remember today. And always remember that. It's not something to make it a super top priority, but it's something to respect. Even if you're not a fan of war, I'm not a fan of war. No true soldier is a fan of war. My dad has said that, and he was in Vietnam. And he would be the first to tell you that war is hell on earth. There's nothing worse than that. And the stories that he has told me, you know, it really puts it into perspective of where you are and where you're at. And we have a natural instinct to take over, to be, to conquer more and more. And we got to respect that because we live in a nation of who we are today, it's built on soldiers. That the land that we very walk on, you know, yes, we took it away from Native Americans, but guess what? They went to war. And don't tell me that the Native Americans didn't fight over each other during war, because they did. Over land, absolutely. And I'm not trying to offend anyone, but that's just true. And we have this land because we made a choice to go into war and take over it. As bad as that may sound, it's where we are today. We wouldn't have the United States of America if it weren't for war. I mean, you can say the white man took over the United States or whatever, but there are countries taking over each other all the damn time, you know. So respect, even if it's something that you disagree with, respect, because they were willing to die for a cause, to sacrifice their own self for a cause. And that is a true honor. That is a true, true honor. So have a good Memorial Day. Remember that this nation was built on the blood of soldiers, not politicians, not businessmen, not kings, not religious leaders or philosophers. This nation was built on the backs of soldiers. This is your friendly neighborhood Bobby coming to you with a message. Peace out.